Good evening. So we'll just wait for 2 minutes and then we'll begin today's session. Today is the revision topic of subject and verb agreement because that is the another most important topic, one of the most important topics. So I thought I'll just cover that up in today's session. Hi Siva, good evening. Hi Vishaka, hi Dugu Kumar. Good evening Vinod. Dugu Kumar, that was not there in the syllabus. This is spoken English. In spoken English, we don't teach direct, indirect, or active, passive. That is something that has been told to you in in the demo class itself. That I'll teach all the parts of speech. I have covered got and have. Difference क्या है? Got and have. Give me a sentence. And Vishaka, we have covered. Okay, we have covered subject and verb agreement, which covers conjunctions and some other. It's actually a mixture of two or three topics. So it covers subject and verb agreement and noun, pronoun, adjectives, adverbs. Conjunction is already covered in subject and verb agreement. Apart from that, we had another class for conjunctions also. And what else is covered? Let me think about it. You can look into your that uClass app. You will get all the details with topic name. But these are the most recent thing that I have covered. Um, Sorry, ma'am. Get and have. Okay. Have can be used in the meaning of get, but otherwise it has. See, have is a possession. If when something belongs to you, you say have. When you get something, it is get. मतलब जो चीज़ आपको बिलोंग करती है वो हैव होता है, जैसे आई हैव अ कार। एंड गेट का मतलब होता है जो आपको मिली होती है। ठीक है, फॉर एग्जाम्पल आई गॉट अ कार। आई गॉट अ कार मतलब मुझे किसी ने कार दी, या मुझे कहीं से कार मिली। एंड आई हैव अ कार मतलब मेरे पास कार है। ठीक है, दैट इज अ बेसिक डिफरेंस। All right, Shiva. So we'll start with today's topic. I will just show you the slides. All right, because I've already taught you this. This was one of our first few classes. So I will just show you the slides, and at any point of time, if you have any confusion, you can just ask me, because this is one of the most important chapters. So I have picked it up. Okay. So the first slide is all about verb. How will you identify whether a verb is singular or plural? These are normal subject. I'm sure you already know about this. This is about verb, whether a verb is singular or plural. How would you identify that? It's quite simple. When you have s or es at the end of a verb, that is always a singular verb. जब भी किसी भी वर्ब के एंड में एस या es होता है तो वो सिंगुलर वर्ब ही होती है, वो कभी भी प्लूरल वर्ब नहीं होती। और जो बाकी नॉर्मल वर्ब्स है वो प्लूरल वर्ब्स। ठीक है। Next, these are some of the examples. You just have to tell me the answer of this question, the cost of raw materials. That will prove whether you remember what I taught you or not. What is the answer of this question? He plays piano, they go to market. The cost of raw materials of the products of these companies is very high. Very good. You remember this? That means you have understood the concept. Here the subject is cost. Right? Here the subject is cost. Next. Next are these questions. Quickly tell me the answers. If you have read this in the classroom, you would know the answers, and it won't take you more than 2-3 minutes. So yes, the first one, the introduction of tea, coffee, and such beverages have not been without some effects. What would be the answer? Just tell me the answer of the first question. Has not been very good. Yes, because the subject is here, introduction. All right. Next, the newer type of automatic machines wash clothes faster. Washes, exactly. No, Siva, this is not correct. It would be washes clothes faster because, hi, Seema, this is a division class of subject and verb agreement. So, yes, it would be washes. Why? Because here the subject is newer type, and that is type is singular. Therefore, the subject is singular, and since the subject is singular, the verb will also be singular. And I told you all the verbs which have s or es at the end are singular. So, it won't be wash, it would be washes. Next, knowledge of at least two languages are required to pass the examination. Very good. Is required because the subject here is knowledge. Next, romanticism of melancholy in art and literature are the reason for insensitivity to those suffering from depression. Yes, is the reason because here the subject is romanticism. Next, along the northern frontier of India is seen the beautiful and mighty Himalayas. Quickly, quickly, you don't get much time because we have already studied this earlier. R, very good. Yes, it would be R. Why? Because the subject here is Himalayas, and that's plural, so it should be R. Yes, very good. Next, you remember this rule? You can just quickly glance through the rule, then I'll show you the questions. I'm not going to tell you what the rule says. I will explain in the questions. All right, so I'll change the slide now. Okay, not here. You don't have to tell me in the examples. You have to solve these questions. You get 2 minutes to solve all the questions. Quickly solve the questions. Then we'll discuss. Is okay. Next is her person problem. Neither Ram nor his siblings have been and has Ram. Yes, very good. You're absolutely correct. See, you'll get only 2 minutes to answer. If you are not able to answer, then you'll miss the slide and you will miss the chance to ask your questions. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Read this quickly and then we'll see the questions. Now I'll change the slide. Solve these questions quickly. Okay. Uh, Appeal has been the house along with correct. Then the next one is and it is absolutely correct. Very good, Seema, and Vinod, you're also absolutely correct. So we'll just change the slide now. Uh, Look at this question. Look at this rule. Next, these are the questions. Quickly tell me the answer. Is okay. Miles is correct and have very good, Seema. I must appreciate you. You remember most of the stuff, and moreover, when you just revise the same thing, you'll feel like you have understood it better. All right. So it's great to remember that. And Vinod is almost correct, not exactly. You have answered the first two correctly, but the next two are wrong. It would be rupees only, and is here is absolutely correct. But in this case, it would be rupees. That is just mistyped, and have been spent. I told you whenever there's a sense of distribution and unit of measurement is a subject, in that case, you will use plural verbs. Okay, is this clear? Just a sec. Read this quickly, and if you have any confusion in this rule, do ask me, because this is a rule where people get confused most of the times. I'm going to change the slide now. Yes, these are the questions. Quickly tell me the answer. All right. Uh, Correct. Okay. You have said all of them are correct, but that's not correct. Have. Okay. Uh-huh. Okay. We know that you are almost correct, but the last one you've got incorrect because see here. I told you whenever there's a numeral percentage. That's what I said. Here you can see I have written numeral percent. That means there should be a number and percent with that. For example, 2%, 10%, 20%, 5%, etc. ठीक है तो it is not 2%, 10%, etc. There is no number here, so this is not numeral percentage, so that rule doesn't apply here. If that rule doesn't apply, then the normal case will go, and the normal case was whenever you have off in the sentence, you have to look for the first off. The word before that is the main subject. So the main subject here is percentage, and percentage is singular, so it has to be has only. Okay, I'll repeat in Hindi as well. देखो मैंने इस क्वेश्चन में बताया था आपको कि जो न्यूमरल परसेंटेज होगा तब ये रूल अप्लाई होगा. न्यूमरल परसेंट का मतलब 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8%. सिर्फ परसेंटेज वर्ड होगा तब नहीं अप्लाई होगा, नंबर भी होना चाहिए उसके साथ. अब यहाँ तो नंबर है नहीं, यहाँ पे तो सिर्फ परसेंटेज वर्ड है. तो हमारा जो नॉर्मल रूल था, जो मैंने आपको फर्स्ट क्लास में बताया था, कि कभी भी सेंटेंस में अगर बहुत सारे ऑफ दे रखे हैं, एक भी ऑफ दे रखा है, तो सबसे पहले ऑफ जो लिखा है उससे पहले जो भी वर्ड होता है वही मेन सब्जेक्ट बन जाता है. उसका सिर्फ ये रूल है कि अगर परसेंटेज की जगह यहाँ पे कोई नंबर के साथ परसेंटेज होता तो ऑफ के बाद वाला होता. ठीक है, लेकिन अभी क्या होगा, ऑफ के पहले वाला, यानी कि परसेंटेज वर्ड जो है वो हो जाएगा. परसेंटेज वर्ड सिंगुलर है तो यहाँ पे हैज बिल्कुल ठीक है. फर्स्ट टू फोर्थ आर करेक्ट. फर्स्ट इज no, 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 no. See, in the second one, here it is written 90%. That means it's a numeral percentage, right? That means now this rule will apply. Here, numeral fraction, numeral percentage, this rule will apply. According to this rule, whatever is written after of is the main subject. The noun that is written after of is the main subject. Now, since here it is 90%, so 90% is a numeral percentage. What will be the main subject? Something that is written after of. That means students here is the main subject. Now, students is plural, so it would be have. Let's look at the third one. 2/3 of the total strength. Again, 2/3. That means it's a numeral fraction. All right. It's a fraction. In case of fraction also, you can see here numeral fraction. That means the main subject will be one after of. Right. So after of is total strength. Now, can you say total strength? What is total strength? Plural or singular? What will you say? Strength of the class is 23 or strength of the class are 23. What would you say? What do you think is the word strength? Singular or plural? Yes, it is singular. So इसीलिए यहाँ पे has use हुआ है, and it is absolutely correct. Vishaka, is it clear now? All right. Uh, yes, only second one is wrong and the rest are correct. So is it clear to everyone now? Okay. So what I'll do is I will see you in the Zoom class now. All right. These are some of the main very important questions, and now I'll see you in the Zoom class. So you must have got the IDs. Log in with the first ID first, and at 8:30 log in with the second ID. ठीक है, क्योंकि होता क्या है, कई बच्चे सेकंड वाली पहले कर लेते हैं और फिर फर्स्ट क्लास में वो बच्चे होते हैं, सेकंड क्लास में कुछ अलग ही सेट ऑफ स्टूडेंट्स मिलता है मुझे. तो लॉग इन विद द फर्स्ट आईडी फर्स्ट, एंड एट 8:30 log in with the second ID. Is it clear to everyone? Do you have any questions? You can ask your questions if you have any. Yeah, sorry, there was a power cut. Now I was asking, do you have any questions? All right.